Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to NXT. It is the first NXT of the series, ladies and gentlemen, and it is the second episode of the WWE 2K26 Universe Mode series. Welcome to the show, folks. I am Callum, otherwise known as the KO King. Welcome to KO Productions, and welcome to NXT. We're live tonight in Orlando, Florida, in a little secluded arena in the NXT shed. It is time to mix things up in a silver brand. It is time for NXT. Let's waste no further time and get straight into the action. Here we go, man. Let's get to work.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
As you just heard from our NXT announcer, Mr. Mike Rome, we're kicking off with championship action here live on the black and silver brand. And it is time for the NXT Cruiserweight title to be defended. And here comes the brand new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, winning it at NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver before WrestleMania by defeating Dirty Dominic Mysterio. It is Lucha Libre's own Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, ladies and gentlemen, deemed to be the future of Lucha Libre. But forget the future. The future is now. He is champion here on NXT. NXT Cruiserweight Champ Dragon Lee looking to make a defense of the gold. And it is going to be an open challenge. We don't know who's back there, but there's probably a lot of young, hungry, new, up-and-coming superstars ready to step up to the new NXT Cruiserweight Champion Dragon Lee. We'll just see who steps up to the plate in the opening match of NXT. The first matchup of NXT in this series. What a night we had last night on Monday Night Raw, the season premiere replay available now for all to check out. But now it's time for Dragon Lee to put the NXT Cruiserweight title on the line in his first defense since winning the gold. Will it be a successful one? Who will he be facing? Let's find out. Tension in the air and oh yeah! NXT gonna get a little bouncy because here comes the young OG making his debut. It's Javon Evans, and there he is. The young OG has arrived on the black and silver brand. Well, this young man is a hot prospect, 22 years of age, I believe. Maybe just 21, almost 22. But this kid is something special, I'll tell you. Wait till you see what this man can do in the ring, and him and Dragon Lee are going to have some incredible in-ring chemistry to kick us off live in NXT. We'll consider the open challenge closed because the young OG, the hot prospect, a man who can easily become a fan favourite here in NXT, Javon Evans is lighting up the skies, and he's going to be flying through them here in this Cruiserweight title tussle. Oh, what a way to kick off NXT. I couldn't think of any better way. A Cruiserweight title match between two incredible, high-flying young superstars. Is that right there is on the line? The beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT Cruiserweight title of the world. Let's head down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Mike Rowe.
Introducing the challenger from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 180 pounds, Javon Evans. And his opponent from Tala, Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, the NXT Cruiserweight Champion,
What an ovation from the live crowd tonight for both superstars. This is going to be a tantalizing bout for the Cruiserweight title. New official Jeremy Marcus holding up the strap. He's assigned duty for this matchup tonight. It's going to be awesome, man. Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Cruiserweight title on the line. Here we go, man. Referee ringing the bell. Matchup officially underway. Oh, man. Tense stare down between these two young and promising superstars. And this Cruiserweight title affair. Dragon Lee extends the hand. Javon Evans, surprisingly, uncharacteristically, not going for the handshake. Going straight for Dragon Lee, and here we go. Cruiserweight title on the line. Tolerable time, and here we go. Both men exchanging to see who can get the better of each other. amongst the opening bell. Evans, Lee, cruiserweight title on the line. Evans able to push him away. Look at Javon. Javon showcasing that power game, as he's usually known for the more speedy environments. But there's Dragon Lee now, got him where he wants him, and now takes him in an arm ring. Sequence back and forth between these two superstars to kick us off live on NXT. Evans, Lee. Oh, look at Evans. Here comes Javon. This is the Javon Evans we know. Look at that from Javon Evans. And now he takes control of the arm. Got the arm wringer cinched in on Dragon Lee. Champ in trouble, not know where to go. Well, if he can get to the ropes or nothing. Dragon Lee able to escape. Very promising individuals. Dragon Lee beating Dirty Dom Mysterio for the Cruiserweight title at Stand and Deliver. Evans making his debut tonight. This Cruiserweight title opening contest on the I was going to say white and gold brand, but now it's black and silver brand. The logo changes every fucking month, I swear. But here we go. Lee, Evans, headlock out of it. Lee now in a waist lock on Javon Evans. Challenger in trouble for the time being. It's Dragon Lee trying to wrench away at that waist, but there's Javon Evans now. Takes him down to a rear chin lock. Rear chin lock now by Javon Evans. Grounded offense here from the two high flyers. If they were just mat wrestling here as Evans in trouble, got him. Hammer walk there as the champion takes control of this championship affair. Javon Evans trying to escape from the clutches, and he will. Two big elbows. Rocking the face of Dragon. There's a running knee. And there's Javon Evans creating separation. Heading to the cover, 1 count only. Able to stay in. Here we go. This is where this championship matchup is really going to take off here. As Evans and Dragon Lee exchanging blows. Nice super kick by the young OG. He's already a fan favourite. He is getting a lot of love from this already packed crowd. Live in Orlando from the NXT shed. Big splash. Evans, 1 count again. 2 count that time, says the official. Hold up 2 fingers. Didn't see the 2 on my screen nonetheless. But Evans, another super kick. Big stop moving out of the way. Dragon Lee. Oh, the vintage Dragon Lee offense. Powerbomb, set out, style, cover, 2, kick out. Dragon Lee, standing, shooting star press for the Cruiserweight champion. Dragon Lee, 1 year to the day he made his NXT the pay-per-view debut. He ended up winning the NXT Cruiserweight Championship. That matchup he debuted in on pay-per-view, or a premium live event rather, was for the NXT Cruiserweight title, a triple threat match against JD McDonough, the champion, going in, Lee the Dragon off the man that won the match and went out as the champion. Came up short in that night, but beat Dirty Dom. A Stand and Deliver, 1 year on from it. Evans, back at control, springboard, stunner by the young OG. And Evans picking up Dragon Lee. Oh boy, look at Evans go, that was incredible, the red dot. He calls that the red dot. And Javon Evans, yo boy, get him bouncy in Orlando. Clothesline sends him out, and he's going to be getting even more bouncy. Oh, but a little bit too bouncy as he overshoots the dart to the outside. Oh, Evans, his measurements was off, and that might allow Dragon Lee to capitalise. From the apron, oh, Lee though undershoots the double axe handle. There's Javon with a nice kick. And they brawl on the outside. Referee Jeremy Marcus, the count of 4. Evans on the apron, Lee to his feet. Will he overshoot this one? No! Picture perfect moonsault off the springboard of the floor by the challenger Evans. There you see that covered championship sitting there on the podium. Cruiserweight crown on the line tonight. It's Javon Evans. Looks to be another name. Edged into the history books for the Cruiserweight title. Evans looking to fly. Springboard, massive clothesline by the challenger. Headed into the cover. Hook in the leg. Shoulders down. Scoring 2 and a near fall. Evans is going to be the 6th man to become the NXT Cruiserweight champion. Men before him, such as Trick Williams, such as JD McDonough, Santos Escobar, Ilya Dragunov, Dirty Dom Mysterio, and of course Dragon Lee. And look at Dragon flying tope suicida. So I misspoke Evans. Folks. Evans would be the 7th champion if he is to win tonight. Dragon Lee is the 6th ever NXT Cruiserweight champion in the title's history. Nice knee in the floor by the young OG. First open Dragon Lee through the mask as well. We got blood tonight in the NXT shed in Orlando. And just because it's a less packed crowd Done a Raw or SmackDown doesn't mean that's true. That's it, rabid, because oh my goodness, they are. Big splash off the top. Evans for the title. Leg hook. Shoulders down. Lee able to stay in it. Big splash there off the top. And a young OG looking to fly again. Oh, nice. Cannibal Senton. To the bottom rope off the springboard. Lee creating separation. Much needed from the champion, and a nice drop kick. Got him right in the chest. Dragon Lee on fire now, man. Dragon Lee, Javon Evans back and forth, cruiserweight title on the line. Slides through the legs of the champion, Hurricane Rana and Evans, head and heart. Dragon Lee from the apron, looking to fly, springboards and went for a double foot stomp. Evans moving out of the harm's way. Evans now, wheelbarrow, what a stunner! Beautifully done. And the challenger, Javon Evans, getting the crowd on his feet here, getting the crowd on his side. Nice kick to the leg, super kick roll through by Dragon Lee. Dragon Lee, poison runner! Oh, God! What offense, cover, hook in the leg, only one. Evans gets dropped in his head. And that man kicked out at one. My goodness. Dragon caught him with a kick. There's another super kick, this time by Dragon Lee. Going for the leg, oh, kicking out there, Evans. Kick to the midsection, wheelbarrow, stunner again for the second time. And Evans on fire. Dragon Lee is terrified, ladies and gentlemen. Evans, nice kick, caught by Dragon Lee. Dragon kicks him to the leg. Evans now. Evans don't want to be there. Mexican Destroyer for the second time. Evans gets dropped in his head. Cover now. Hooking the leg, shoulders down. Leader retained. Will it be enough? 2 count only, near fall. Great championship encounter as Dragon Lee puts down the knee pad, potentially setting up for that big running knee strike. The bicycle knee that Dragon Lee always likes to take. And now there's Dragon Lee. Look at him go. Big kick. Evans fighting back. Evans running in, not doing too much. Big shot. Nice kicks. Nice combination offense by Javon Evans. Now Evans got him where he wants him. Look at Evans go. My goodness, what a kick! And now Evans, drop kick in the corner. Got Dragon Lee in the drop zone. Headed to the top row. Javon Evans, cruiserweight title on the line. Oh, baby, elbow drop down. Took too much time off the ropes. Lee caught him in the knee. There it is. Dragon out cover. Looking for the win to retain the NXT Cruiserweight title in Javon's debut to ruin his debut, but not yet. Check out there, great championship matchup tonight. To kick off this NXT broadcast, Dragon Lee went for a Hurricane Rana. Evans counter running powerbomb. Set out style, penny predicament. Evans for the Cruiserweight title, 1 count only. Dragon stays in it. So Evans off the ropes, another massive splash, able to find this mark. Now Javon Evans gonna have an incredible battle with Lee, and look at that, put him away! Out of the corner! Springboard, big twist and splash and a near fall. Back springboard splash, not enough for the 3 count. Evans went for a frog splash off the middle rope. Lee getting the knees up. Lee looking to take advantage. Dragon Lee, nice kick out to the leg. Shoulders down on Javon Evans. Penny predicament. Evans could be down here. 2 count kick out. Javon hanging in there. Back and forth. Kick from Dragon. Kick caught. Evans nicely done. And Evans running knee strike. That's Javon Evans championship to win. It could be, man. Picks him up to a vertical base. Got Dragon Lee where he wants him against the ropes. Oh, that boy. Go get bouncy. Signature offense from Javon Evans. And Javon runs in. Another big runner. Running style. Evans could be closing in on championship gold. Picks him up. No. Counter off the leg. Dragon Lee. Out of the corner. The Dragon building up a head of steam here. Look at that put away Javon. Nice forearm out of the corner. Setting up Evans perhaps for the end here in that corner. Dragon Lee looking to retain the NXT Cruiserweight title. What a big elbow strike. The cutthroat by Dragon. The cover. The 2 count. Evans kicks out. Oh man. Dragon with new offense. looked for victory but wasn't enough, and a dragon top splash though! Knees up by Javon Evans. Javon Hurricane Runner! And now Javon Evans picks him up. What's Evans going to make here? Double jump! Oh my goodness! Oh! G! Cutter! For the first time in the series, the cover, the 10 count! And we have a new NXT Cruiserweight Champion to kick things off at NXT! Oh man, what a match! I would have wanted a little bit more personally. But I'm not going to be disappointed with a Dragon Lee and Javon Evans match in my life. Only disappointed with the fact it didn't go longer. But what an absolute milestone. Dragon Lee, in his first defense of the NXT Cruiserweight title, drops the gold to that man. Courtesy of that move. The young OG Javon Evans with the OG Cutter. 1, 2, and 3. New Cruiserweight Champion. Congratulations, Javon, as he makes history. The first ever NXT match of the series. The first ever winner of it. And we have a new champion in the first matchup of NXT. Congratulations, young OG, Javon Evans. But still to come tonight, your main event, the NXT title going to be on the line. It's Trick Williams going to make his first defense of the NXT Championship as he defends against Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the former NXT Cruiserweight and former North American Champion. But up next, folks, women's action. Both these women are going to make their debut tonight on NXT. It's the toxic JC Jane battling the beautiful madness, Julia. It's next live on NXT as though you see JC Jane making her way to the ring. Well, I'm receiving words, ladies and gentlemen, that this matchup is no ordinary women's match. Courtesy of NXT Chief and Operator Shawn Michaels. He has confirmed that NXT are bringing in the NXT Women's North American Championship. And in about 8 weeks' time, we're going to be seeing a 6-woman ladder match to determine the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion. This matchup tonight is a qualifying match for that ladder match. Going down in 8 weeks' time, becoming the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion. So huge opportunity for both these women tonight. That being JC Jane, and that being this woman about to make her way to the ring. Much to the crowd's delight tonight in Orlando, Florida. It's the beautiful madness, Julia. Oh, I'm excited to see both these women shake up the NXT Women's Division. A lot of new faces coming out of the brand. So both these women making their debut tonight, and both these women looking to be the first women to qualify for the massive opportunity to become the first ever NXT Women's North American Champion. One of the best women's wrestlers on the planet, Julia gracing NXT with her presence. And JC Jane, let's not talk like she is some afterthought. JC Jane has really turned her career around recently, and she is getting the opportunity to showcase her abilities. JC Jane has aura, but maybe not as much as this woman. But maybe this is a match for aura and for a spot in the North American title ladder match in 8 weeks' time. Julia, JC Jane, both women debuting tonight. It's going down in Orlando. It's going down right now. Oh, it's going to be a fun one, man. Here we go. JC Jane, Julia, mono here tonight for the first time ever in NXT. Both women debut, and the crowd very packed for this one. Very hyped up. Who's going to get the dub? Julia getting that crowd on her side. JC Jane here looking to scout Julia. She's getting ready for her here. JC grab the arm of Julia. Julia now grabbing her. Here we go. Matchup officially ready and off to the races. Julia, JC Jane, vulnerable tap to kick us off live on NXT tonight. The kick us off in this match rather on NXT tonight. It's JC Jane going to send her to the corner. Referee right there. New official as well. Separating, getting a clean break. Oh, Julia heading up to the top rope. But JC Jane not having it. Well, wait a minute. And Julia drop kick over the top. Nice counter, changing that momentum in mid-air there from Julia. Now Julia, Irish whip, going to send her off the ropes. There's Julia. Oh, what a big boot in the face. And a beautiful madness and a kick to the back of JCJ. Julia now got the legs of JC in both women's debut. And oh, look at that. Targeting the legs, smart strategy from Julia. Keep the woman off her feet. Oh, but there's JC battling back. Julia and JC now trading blows in the center of the NXT ring. Live tonight in Orlando. Back and forth action. JC cut with a shot. What action, back and forth they go here. Trading shots and blows amongst the NXT arena. JCJ missing that opportunity there. Julia connecting with that shot. JC connecting with that one. That's a kick right in that section of Julia. And JCJ just like that now is taking over. Taking control of this matchup. Big massive slam down goes Julia. And JCJ just vicious as they come. Part of Fatal Influence. She's not got her Fatal Influence teammates out with her tonight in Fallon Henley and Jasmine Nix. Nonetheless, JCJ kneeing her right in the chest in the corner. And a roll into the ropes. JC going to have to switch up the game plan. She was heading up to the middle rope there. But JCJ still back on the offensive. And now, oh God, throw force against the bottom rope with a catapult there. And now JCJ headed to the middle rope. Looking to fly, take out Julia. Double axe handle. Julia moving out the way. As JC really slowed this match down. And Julia looking to pick it up another notch. Saito suplex. Now back after the legs again. We saw this earlier on. We'll see it again. Right back after the legs of JC. Didn't really work too much last time. May work better this time. Fisherman buster off the deadlift. Cover referee in position. Sliding in. There's two. Kick out. Beautiful bridge and pin there. JC able to hang on. Both these women looking to make a statement. The first women's match in NXT history of the series. And what a headbutt. What a beautiful madness. But JC Jane getting taken out. But shots on smack to the face of JC there. Taking her up to her feet. Smack, no, caught. Smack to the chest. Super kick by Jade. I believe Julia's been busted open, but not falling down. And now JC going to take her down. Going to force her down. With that side Russian leg sweeps and then some shots right to the head of Julia. For good measure. Sends her to the corner. Now is JC Jane, who's rubbing it into the NXT crowd. She is that woman tonight. And she very well could be the one to knock off Julia. Out the corner, big short on clothesline. And the toxic attraction of JC Jane, the Fatal Influence, the cover, the two, the kick out by Julia. Again, JC gonna be slow and methodical, slow down this matchup, not allow this crowd to get behind and rally with Julia. But nonetheless, Julia back to winning ways. And Julia dropping her down. Beautiful maneuver. Spinning slam. Cover. Two count kick out. This spinning Michinoku drive with the arm trap. Near fall though. JC Jane staying alive. Julia to the high rent district. Double foot stomp. Rose Blue back into the cover. Shoulders down. Legs hook Julia. Taking on a North American title ladder match. Only won that time. JC able to stay in it. Julia in control, got the ring to herself. JC Jane on the apron for the time being. And a big shot, no block. JC full on. JC back out of the ring. And now JC, oh, what a spinning boot to the face. That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Julia in trouble. Off the ropes. Jane, massive knee strike. Sliding in, caught her right in the jaw. Out of the cover, JC Jane to go into the NXT North American title ladder match. Near fall again. Great opportunities granted by both these women. JC is making the most of it. She is looking very well against Julia, but she's got to keep her foot in the gas pedal and do less of that. Less of the showboating. And Julia's going to make her pay. Head scissors by the beautiful madness. And now Julia. And now a submission hold here. The STF. STF since then tight. Nowhere for JC Jane to go. Will she tap on her pass out good on the pain? Julia to be inserted as the first woman to qualify out of the NXT North American title ladder match to become the inaugural champ in 8 weeks' time. JC able to fight through the pain. Big elbow. The opportunity means so much to both women. They're not Won't dive that easily. JC shoulders down on Julia. Nice sneaky pin attempt. 2 count now. Almost had it. There's a smack by Julia. Another smack. No, this time blocked. JC Jane big kick. Chop. Blocked by Julia. And now Julia. The beautiful madness. Suplex again. Both women down. Crucial part of that for JC. Finds her way to her feet by pulling herself up by the corner. But there's Julia now. Meeting her in the corner. And Julia, we're going to put JC Jane away and punch out tag in 8 weeks' time. And the NXT North American title ladder match. Oh yeah! A superplex by Julia off the top. From Orlando Love with her C and JC Jane very much isn't. Arriba del C! What a knee strike by Julia out of the cover, hook in the leg, scores 2 and it's over! Just like that, Julia is going to the NXT North American title ladder match. She could be the first woman in history to hold that championship in the black and silver brand. Great showing for both women, taking nothing away from JC Jane, but at the end of the day it's Julia who is the better woman tonight. And she's the first woman to qualify for the North American title ladder match now. The men had a great ladder match for the North American title match. At Stand and Deliver, the women looking to follow in their footsteps. Who will be the first champ? Could it be Julia? We'll find out in 8 weeks. But she's the first to qualify. Great effort from JC and a great match here tonight.
Here is your winner, Julia.
A great first go around for the beautiful madness Julia. The same could not be said for JC Jane, but nonetheless a great matchup, a great momentum boosting victory, and a great start for Julia here on NXT. Man, new stars are shining bright tonight. Javon Evans, now Julia. I can't wait to see how many more new stars we've got in the stacked NXT roster. But coming up next, folks, the NXT Tag Team titles are going to be on the line. Another championship affair. Fraxium challenging the Creed brothers in their first defense of the goal. That's up next, live in the black and silver brand. There you had it from Mr. Mike Rome. You heard him loud and clear. Our second of 3 championship matches tonight. We've already seen a title change. Will we see another one in this match? As the tag titles are up for grabs. And here comes the very exciting pairing of Nathan Frazier and Axiom. That's Fraxium. Oh, these two men are so damn fast, so damn furious, and they could be the next NXT Tag Team Champions. New champions as well, the Creed brothers winning the gold at TakeOver Stand and Deliver by defeating the Hurt Business. Wesley and Cedric Alexander, both those men have sadly now departed the company, been released by the WWE. We will not be seeing any more of them, but we get a great replacement as Fraxium looking to earn the NXT Tag Team titles away from the Creeds and end their reign with 0 defenses, much like what happened earlier on tonight with Dragon Lee, courtesy of the brand new NXT Cruiserweight Champion, the young OG, Javon Evans. NXT getting hella bouncy. It's going to be bouncy and high flying with this matchup, especially with the challengers. But here comes the 2 men that try and isolate them, try and slow down the pace, and just use incredible amateur wrestling skills. It's the new NXT Tag Team Champions. It's Brutus. It's Julius. It's the Creed Brothers. This is going to be an awesome one there. NXT Tag Titles on the line when we come back on NXT. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to go anywhere. Don't adjust your television sets. Do not change that channel. We'll be right back. NXT Tag Titles on the line next on NXT. And we're back live now on NXT, ladies and gentlemen. And that right there is what they are fighting for. The beautiful, prestigious, and coveted NXT Tag Team Championships. Let's head down to the ring now with the official ring introductions from Mr. Mike Rome.
Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 336 pounds. Nathan Frazier and Axiom. And their opponents at a combined weight of 495 pounds. The NXT Tag Team Champions, Brutus and Julius, the Creed Brothers.
Thank you, mate. Great job. This is going to be a great matchup, much like the first two that preceded it. Tag title tussle tonight. NXT got all the title matches. We saw a title match last night on Raw. We'll see one coming up on SmackDown this Thursday. But we're getting 3 tonight. There's a new referee. Another new official. Assigning the duty for this matchup, holding up the NXT Tag Team titles. But anyway, nonetheless, here we go. It's going to be Nathan Frazier and Julius Creed starting out this NXT Tag Team title match. Here we go, Julius. A power nice knee to the ribs of Nathan Frazier. And now Julius Creed with an overhead belly to belly, showing that American style already. With the American flags all over the ring gear of both Creeds. Julius using his power, deadlift, picking up Frazier and launching him halfway across the ring. Right into the ropes. Julius Creed admiring his handiwork there, but there's Nathan Frazier using his speed, and here comes Nathan. The man who lives by the motto, never slow it down. And I don't believe he ever has in his career. Nathan Frazier met a rope right there. Diving DDT on a Julius. Nicely done by one half of Axiom. Could be one half of the new NXT Tag Champs by the end of the night. Tag made Axiom legal. Double team offense now. And coming by the challengers. Look at them go here. Fast and furious. Blinking, you'll miss it action. Cover new Tag Champs off the double team. Here we go. Turn on. Julius staying in it. Wanting to make a tag on a Brutus Creed, but Axiom gonna wear down Julius's arm now. I gotta slam it on the mat. In your penultimate contest of the evening. Going up next, the NXT title is on the line. Dominic Mysterio challenging Trick Williams for the gold. More on that in a little bit. Julius Creed, oh man. What a slam by Creed. And now picking up Axiom, gonna give him the same fate he gave to Nathan Frazier, now making that tag. Here comes Brother Brutus. Another big man coming out of the Creeds. Big running senton. There's another one on the back of Axiom. And now follows it up with a thought. 3 big sentons in a row on Axiom, and now picking him up. No, Axiom, nice elbow. Right through the pain. Axiom, nice clothesline. Into the corner he goes. A nice drop kick. Onto Brutus Creed. Axiom to fly. To show that fight or flight mentality. Cover up the moonsault. Oh, there's Julius making the save off the Arabian Press moonsault. Referee made a paper there, getting taken down in the process. Drop kick. Takes down Julius Creed. And now Brutus gonna take advantage of the distraction. Take the fight. Take out Axiom. Picking him up. Look at the strength here of Brutus Creed. Hold him up for a long period of time. And down he goes. Right at the back of Axiom. Writhing in agony. There's one half of Axiom there as he gets his head slammed down on the canvas time and time again. Now Creed's in control. Showing a little bit of a new mean streak now coming into this season. And we previously saw maybe Axiom and Nathan Frazier gonna tap into that. Oh, frog splash off the middle, rope by Axiom. Do we have new tag champs now here? No. Only a 1 count. That was a very powerful kick out by Brutus Creed. Tag made Nathan Frazier. Sent back into the proceedings now. Face off with Brutus for the first time of this contest. Nice swinging neck breaker by Nathan Frazier. And now going to send Julius off the apron. And now Nathan headed to the top rope. Oh, wait a minute, Brutus right there. No, nice block. Nathan Frazier, swan top bomb to a standing Brutus Creed. And on a cover. Look at that tree trunk of a leg. Scoring 2. Brutus stayed alive. That was the closest near fall of the match. Almost had new tag team champions, but Brutus getting that well needed tag. And comes Julius Creed, and we're back to the first two that started off the contest. Julius Creed, Nathan Frazier. Sends him out of the corner. Oh goodness. What's Julius thinking here? Creed, nice shot. Oh no. This is not going to be good for Nathan Frazier. Avalanche from up there. Metal rope into a massive power slam. Julius in the cover. Scores 2 and Nathan Frazier able to stay in it. Great match that is proceeding tonight. Live on NXT. Tag titles on the line. And a very stacked first episode of the Black and Silver brand. Tag made. Here comes Brother Brutus rather. And now Brutus Creed They're going to absolutely launch him, and there's knees. And more knees, and look at them go here, double team. It's absolutely dominating Nathan Frazier. Brutus Legal, shoulders down, lateral press, kick out at 1 by Frazier. He was not happy with that whatsoever. Now he's just going to try to damage him even more, and Nathan Frazier gets set out with that power bomb. High stack in the pin, scoring 2, and Frazier staying in it again. Frazier getting isolated, but not for long, because there's a sling blade by Nathan Frazier. Out of the corner, springboard with a moonsault on Brutus Creed on the cover. Hook in the leg, shoulders down on this NXT tag title matchup. Julius making the save as this matchup continues live. Back live on NXT, and Nathan Frazier is taking control over the now legal man Julius Creed. Tope crossbody to the floor by Frazier. It was Frazier being isolated throughout the break, but now he's been able to come back into things here. And now Frazier from the top, missing that drop kick. Julius Creed able to make sure he avoids it, and now Julius picks him up, and now down he goes. Dropping hard, and now rolling out to the ropes. Big elbow there by Nathan Frazier. Frazier looking to maybe fly here. Oh, but he suckered him in. He suckered him in there. Nathan Frazier was thinking about flying. Julius got to block it, but then he caught him in that big combination. And now here's the tag, in comes Axiom. Nice knees to the back by Axiom live in this NXT tag team title matchup with a big forearm struck tag now. Brutus back in. Brutus and Axiom, the legal competitors. There's Brutus back and forth. Axiom, nice counter. Axiom, nice laid out with a Hurricane Rana. And they're going to send Julius Creed to the outside of the ring. Oh, back live on NXT. And look at this action. Brutus Creed, after yet another break, with a massive toe base suicida with a rope assistance, taking down Axiom on the outside of the ring. Look at this. Axiom. Wait a minute. Moonsault. Oh, God. I didn't get all of it. But a moonsault off the springboard. To the outside, taking down Brutus Creed. Setting some back in. Axiom and Frazier could be the next NXT Tag Team Champions. Look at that crossbody. Off the springboard. Brutus hurting. He's hurt hard. Axiom out of the corner. Do we have new tag team champions on the horizon? Golden Ratio incoming and a connect. The big strike. The cover. The leg hook. Julius making the save. Yeah, smart. We might have seen new tag champs if you didn't break that up, Julius. And there's Axiom. He went for him. Oh, but he got him that time. Axiom not very happy with Julius Creed whatsoever as Axiom Tope crossbody. But now Brutus is on his feet. Brutus may take advantage. Axiom going to stay on the legal line. Shoulders down. Will the Creed retain after all this? Cover. 2 count. Axiom stays in it. Gotta say, it's been mostly the challengers in control of this tag team championship matchup tonight. Irish whip sends him in the corner. Double team offense tag made Frazier in. And now there's Nathan Frazier with a shot. Way to the midsection. Frazier laying him out. Bam! Big elbow. Nathan Frazier, top rope. New tag champions frog. Splash. Never slow down, baby. Cover. 2 count. No! Brutus still alive. What a battle tonight. With the NXT tag titles hanging in the balance. There's counters by Brutus Creed, and now Brutus, the strength. We saw him do this earlier with Axiom. We'll see him do it now to Nathan Frazier. Both men down, but now Brutus able to recover, get to his feet, makes the way to tag into brother Julius Creed. And here comes Julius coming and running him with an STO. Julius not happy with Nathan Frazier whatsoever, picking him up. Look at the strength here of Julius. Cartwheels through, and the Creed close line, a sliding line cover to retain the NXT Tag Team titles. Referee taking our sweet ass time to get into the position, and there is The breakup by Axiom. Julius, not happy with it whatsoever. Taking his aggression out on Axiom. But there's Nathan Frazier from behind now. Frazier gonna put him away and plaque him down. Frazier got Julius against the ropes. Will Nathan Frazier fly? We already saw him fly through the ropes with a tope cross body earlier to Julius. And now he's going to do a tope! Can't heal on Julius. My goodness, what action of this NXT Tag Team title encounter tonight. Sends Julius into the ring. Can Axiom become the new Tag Team Champions tonight? He's got him where he wants him. Tag made now in the corner. Axiom, the legal man. Nathan Frazier with a brain buster to Julius. Axiom, frog splash. For Axiom for the tag titles. Axiom legal. Who can lay shoulders down? Brutus saving the day. Yeah, smart from Brutus. It would have been all over. But there's Axiom again. Now gonna send Brutus Creed to the floor. But there's Julius back in the offensive now with a clothesline. Axiom bowing out. Julius Creed now. Headed up to the high right. That's right. Shooting star press by Creed. Cover. Axiom getting saved by Frazier. What an NXT Tag Team title match tonight. Good luck following this Dominant Trek. Oh, his old boy. He's getting serious now. The straps are down by Julius Creed and a German suplex. Flipping him as well. Axiom falls out of the corner. Not a place you want to fall into. Top rope. Brutus Creed. Brutus ball. And Brutus is the legal man. Here's the cover. Who can the legs, shoulders down to retain the NXT Tag Team titles? Referee taking a while to get there. Now she is. There's 2 minutes over. The Creeds retain as Nathan Frazier just got off on the apron. Oh man, poor timing there, but nonetheless a great NXT Tag Team title affair this evening. And a retention for the Creed brothers. First successful defense now since winning the gold that stand and deliver. Congratulations, Brutus and Julius. They are still the NXT Tag Team Champions. What a fight though, man. I'll tell you, I believe this was the final pin, the 2 and the 3. And still.
Here are your winners, and still the NXT Tag Team Champions, Brutus and Julius, the Creed Brothers.
Congratulations, Creeds. What a hell of a match. And what a hell of a win on NXT. Standing tall with the gold. How long will they stand tall for? Remains to be seen. But ladies and gentlemen, coming up next week on NXT, we've got a North American title match. It's Austin Theory, the former champion, invoking his rematch clause on the new champ, Big Bronson Reed. That's going down next week. Also next week, North American title ladder match qualifier. Who will join Julia? 2 more new faces join the division. It's Lola Vice and Sol Ruka colliding. But up next, folks, it is your main event now for the NXT Championship. It's the former Cruiserweight and North American Champion Dirty Dominic Mysterio challenging the new NXT Champ Trek Williams. It's going down next live in Orlando, Florida.
Is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the NXT Championship.
Here we go, folks, and it's time for your main event of the evening. Here tonight live on NXT with the gold on the line. We've already seen 2 title matches this evening. One of which we had a title change. One of which we had a title retention. What's going to happen in this one? Let's find out, folks. As here comes Dirty Dom Mysterio, and he is irate. He is in a pissed off mood because on the WWE draft last night on Raw, Finn Balor, JD McDonough and Damian Priest were all drafted a part of the Judgment Day group to go to Monday Night Raw. But where was Dirty Dom? Undrafted. He complained to NXT management saying, hey, why the hell wasn't I drafted with a Judgment Day? I'm main roster ready. I'm the main champion. I'm the main character. I am the man. Shawn Michaels said, I want you here on NXT because I want to give you the opportunity to earn the Triple Crown. You're a former North American champ. You're a former Cruiserweight champ. Tonight, you get a chance to become NXT champ. We'll find out if he does so next. We're back live on NXT as there you see the brand new NXT champion with his lemon pepper steppers on. It is Mr. That is Hollywood Trek Trick Willie, the NXT champ Trick Williams, has arrived. It was a stop-start year last year for Trick Williams, man. The inaugural NXT Cruiserweight Champion of last series. Who did he beat to win it? A triple threat featuring Swerve Strickland and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. But then he had multiple opportunities at the NXT Championship against Carmelo Hayes. Came up short in all of them until at Stand and Deliver, when he won a Battle Royal or a Rumble matchup, entering number 7, winning the entire thing and getting the opportunity at the NXT title at WrestleMania against Carmelo Hayes, who ended up winning and walking out with that right there, the beautiful, prestigious and coveted NXT Championship. Now for this title encounter in your main event, let's head down to the ring with the official ring introductions from Mr. Make Roll.
Introducing the challenger from San Diego, California, weighing in at 200 pounds, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And his opponent from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 250 pounds, the NXT champion, Trick Williams.
There's the champion holding the title aloft. He wants to be the main character. He wants to be the guy going forward in NXT. Following the departure of Carmelo Hayes from this brand, he is now officially been called up to SmackDown. Going forward, he was drafted as SmackDown last night on Raw in the WWE draft. He'll be on the blue brand, but there you see new official Dallas Irvin has signed the for this NXT title encounter in your main event of the evening. Dirty Dom and Trick Williams. Here we go, man. Can Dom get the triple crown? Let's find out. Oh, Dom, before the bell even rings! Jumping Trick Williams. Well, they said that Dom is pissed off. Dom is furious. He's irate at the fact that the rest of the Judgment Day got called up alongside Finn Balor on Monday Night Raw in the draft. And Dirty Dom is still here in NXT. Shawn Michaels gave him a good offer though, saying, you know what, I'll give you the opportunity to get that triple crown. You've held the other two. How about you get the NXT title? Dom said, you know what, I'll show you why I should have been drafted on the main roster. So Dom and Trick going at it again. And Dom and Trick have squared off a couple of times with Trick winning each and every time. In triple threat and in singles competition, they settle to kick shades of his mentor, the Hall of Famer Booker T. Oh yeah, man. Oh, nice clothesline there. Is Trick whooping that on Dominic Mysterio right now. Nice chop counter on the outside of the ring is Dirty Dom. Right in back, now gonna send Trick back into the squared circle. And that's NXT main event. What a week it's already been. SmackDown coming Thursday, WWE Dark coming Friday. Last night was Monday Night Raw. If you haven't seen it, go and check it out. It's incredible action. 2-hour special of the season premiere episode. And the WWE Draft. Dirty Dom. Beautiful springboard drop kick and now stomping away in the arm of the champion. Trying to wear him down, soften him up. Dirty Dom Mysterio and a shot in the corner. Trick Williams fighting back out of the corner. And Trick with an Irish whip. Here comes Trick Willie now out of the corner. What is Trick thinking here? Irish whip off the ropes. Trick, watch out, referee! Oh God! A pounce by Trick Williams. Sending him almost out of the ring. And a Dirty Dom getting taken out with those big shots by Trick Williams. And Dirty Dom coming out of his last match with a loss. The Dragon Lee at TakeOver Stand and Deliver for the NXT Cruiserweight title. We know the fate of Dragon Lee's reign now, as he lost it in our opening match tonight against the debuting Javon Evans. But I imagine we got a rematch with those two in store. I'll very much be happy with that. But there's Dirty Dom taking advantage. Trick Williams getting caught up in the moment. Playing a little bit too much of the live crowd in Orlando. And Dom takes advantage. And look at Mysterio with a running springboard moonsault. That was a thing of beauty. Here's the cover for the goal. Scoring only one on your fault. Trick staying in it. Dom, incredible athletic ability there to be able to run and just hit that moonsault with effortless ability. And Dom picking up Trick, title on the line, wanting that championship tonight. But there's Trick. Back at him. And a Trick off the ropes. A move I've seen in the past. And Trick Williams executes it with perfection. That swinging neck break with a slam dunk. The cover. The 2 count. No. Good enough for the 3 though. Trick gonna keep applying the pressure. Dominic Mysterio wants to make sure that Trick Williams has a lackluster reign, not a single defense, much like Dragon Lee as Cruiserweight Champion with the NXT title for Trick though in this case. That's when neckbreaker by Dominic. The corner, the massive splash! Off the springboard, turn around in mid-air, cover 2 for the gold, no! Trick again staying in, but Dom firmly in control here tonight. Firmly in control. Dom again looking to fly. There's the moonsault strike with the knees on. Dom went a little bit too much. Went for too much too soon. Got overwhelmed there. And there's a big flying clothesline by Trick. Look at that, punching away on the face of Dirty Dom, trying to bust him open, much to the chagrin of this live crowd tonight in the NXT shed. They would love nothing more to see Dirty Dom, a broken, bruised, crimson mass, live in NXT. Well, with this back and forth has allowed Dirty Dom to take control once again of the DDT. Down goes the champion, and look at Dirty Dom rubbing it into a live crowd tonight. Oh, it's Mysterio now. Gonna send Trick up to the top rope. Trick doesn't want to be there. Avalanche back suplex by the challenger. Oh, and Trick hitting hard. This could be enough for the 3 count here. Shoulders down. On Trick Williams for the championship and a near fall. Trick still alive in this NXT Championship main event tonight. Trick able to kick him away. Trick back in. The offensive Trick. Oh yeah, bouquet. Or the Uranagi. Whatever you want to call it. Could be the finishing blow. Could be what Trick needs to retain a kick out as this match continues. We're back live on NXT. NXT title main event. On display. Super kick from Mysterio. And what's Dirty Dom thinking here? Oh, wait a minute. Here comes Dirty Dom. He's dialing up. 619. He got it. He got it. Mysterio now with a halo. Will it be enough for the title? Hook in the leg. Shoulders down the Trick. Scoring 2. And again, Trick surviving as this matchup rolls on. And here we go. Trick Williams. Shoulders down on Dirty Dom. Mysterio's are back. Through the break once again. Trick Williams fighting back. But a kick out by Dirty Dom. Oh, Trick shot. Trick shot. Out of nowhere by Williams. Caught him right in the jaw. Cover. 2 count to retain. Oh, Dom kicks out. Dom survives. The quest to be the Triple Crown NXT Champion continues for Dirty Dominic Mysterio, the only member of Judgment Day remaining in NXT. But he wants to do his fellow Judgment Day members proud and walk out NXT champion tonight. Prove why he belongs to be in the main roster and be the top guy he said he was going to be on NXT since he's not on the main roster. Look at Dom. Oh, full head of steam, says Trick to the outside. Oh no. Trick ain't gonna like that view from out there. Dom Tope turns it into a tornado DDT. That was a thing of beauty by the challenger and perhaps soon to be new champion. Top rope. Trick don't want to be there. Diving headbutt cover. Dom for the NXT title. 2-0. What action tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Dirty Dom, Trick Williams putting on a wrestling clinic in your main event. With the NXT Championship on the line, Mysterio, code red, got it, cover, shoulders down, penny predicament again. 2 count and near fall once more. Dom trying everything in his arsenal he possibly can do to put him away. But Trick, second time in a match with a bouquet. Bouquet, got him where he wants him, one arm draped over Dirty Dom, but Dom's legs underneath the bottom rope. Oh, Trick wasn't really aware of the ring awareness there. The veteran instinct didn't really check in. He didn't have a lot to get up and go for the cover and put one arm over him. He was exhausted. He's lethargic in this matchup. But Dirty Dom looking for a second 619 on Trick Williams, and he finds the mark and he nails it. Busts him open in the process. Dirty Dom for the NXT Championship. The Triple Crown is on. Top rope. Frog splash for the gold. Cover. 2. No, Trick still at it. Trick survives. Trick survives. Oh, and Dom can't believe his eyes, but he's going to keep his foot in the gas pedal. Top rope from Dirty Dom. Mysterio elbow drop, nobody there. No water in the pool. Now it's Shrek fighting on with all his might, all is well here. Shrek Willie suplex. Man, what a match, what a show it's been all round. Shrek in for the cover, just looking to end this at any given moment, but Dom's still hanging on. What action on NXT tonight. Shrek Williams, Dominic Mysterio, giving us a show. I believe the crowd were chatting moments ago, both these guys, they are loving it in the NXT shed. What a historic first episode of NXT this series. Almost trying to roll out of harm's way, but Shrek having his way with him, stomping away on Dom time and time again. What a smack there. Dom fighting back. Now Dominic Mysterio. Oh no. Look at a steal the win. Shoulders down inside cradle. Small package. 2 count. No. Any means necessary for Dom. Oh boy. The knees. The knees off the running springboard moonsault. Shrek caught him. And he caught him again with a trick shot. Oh man. What a knockout blow. Cover. Shrek to retain. Look at the legs. Shoulders down. He got him. With 2 trick shots, Shrek Williams retains the NXT Championship in your main event. What a damn match tonight, man. And what a damn show. Congratulations, Shrek. Commiserations, Dom. Maybe there's a reason why you weren't called up to the main roster. You lost to the NXT Champion. You weren't able to capture your triple crown. And Shrek able to get a successful defense out of the NXT Championship. But not to say it wasn't a struggle, because it absolutely was, and I believe that was the finishing blow right there. Shrek Williams still the main champ on the black and silver brand.
The NXT champion, Shrek Williams.
Well, congratulations, Shrek. He stands tall and still NXT champion. A cap off this historic first episode of NXT. Thanks for joining us, folks. It's been a great show, and as Shrek Williams celebrates with a sold out crowd tonight. But wait a minute, it doesn't seem like we're over just yet. Oh my god! Hold on 1 minute. NXT's got a little bit of ego in their hands. Here comes All Ego Ethan Page. Well, the debuts keep coming, the surprises keep coming. From a man that the crowd despised in Dirty Dom Mysterio to a man the crowd hate even more. That's what he's about in the jacket. All ego, but damn, he can back it up. Ethan Page has arrived in NXT, and he seems to have his sights set on the NXT champion, Shrek Williams, and he maybe look to kill him with a smile. Ethan Page is here on NXT, ladies and gentlemen, and the crowd are not happy to see him. And I don't think Shrek Williams is happy to see him either. But Ethan Page don't care. He doesn't want to give the crowd what he wants. Shrek Williams in the corner. Ethan Page in the opposite corner. Staring down here, Shrek offering the hand to Ethan Page. I don't think he's accepting that, Shrek. Oh, there's your right hand. Oh, Jesus. Hand shook the face of Shrek Williams, and there's Twisted Grin. Ethan Page here to make a statement on NXT. Oh, and he's not done yet. Oh, God, he's getting a table from the NXT shed. The one positive crowd reaction that Ethan Page could possibly receive. Look at Page. I mean, Shrek just went through a grueling match. Is this referee going to do something about it here? You've got to get more referees out. You can't have your champion attacked after a grueling match in the main event, especially by a man who is as fresh as can be, as fresh as some daisies. Ethan Page, big spine buster through the table of Shrek Williams, and he's not done yet. No, by a long shot. Page to make a statement on his NXT debut. It's not even an in-ring debut, it's just a mugging of the NXT champion. I think we know who could possibly be next in line, ladies and gentlemen, for the NXT championship. That being All Ego, Ethan Page. Oh, Shrek's getting to his feet. I think Shrek's had enough. We're going to get someone out here. We're going to cut the cameras. We're going to end this show. Shrek Williams trying to fight back, but a little bit too much. For All Ego Ethan Page, who had yet another Twisted Grin. As that's how we wrap up this episode of NXT as Ethan Page stands tall over the pro body of the NXT champion, Trek Williams.